This story is going to make you angry. Then it's going to make you hopeful. Because what happened to Tom happens to millions of Americans every single year. But what Tom did about it, that's what changes everything. Tom was 64 years old. He'd worked at the same factory for 40 years. 40 years of waking up at 5 a.m., punching a clock, doing the work. He finally retired. They threw him a party on Friday. Cake, handshakes, gold watch, the whole thing. Tuesday morning, week 2 of retirement, he got the call from his doctor. Stage 3 colon cancer. The retirement he'd dreamed about for decades was now a countdown to treatments, surgeries, and uncertainty. But here's where it gets worse. The medical bills started coming, $180,000. His insurance company denied half the claims. They found reasons, fine print, technicalities, pre-existing conditions they claimed he never disclosed. Suddenly, the man who worked his entire life was staring at bankruptcy. He had to sell his truck. The truck he'd bought himself as a retirement gift. Gone. His savings? Wiped out. His wife cried herself to sleep every night, not just about the cancer, but about losing their house. Everything they'd built together for 40 years was disappearing because of insurance company loopholes. Tom told me later, I felt like I worked my whole life for absolutely nothing. Like it was all a joke and the punchline was me dying broke. Tom spent the next 6 months on the phone, not just fighting cancer, fighting insurance companies. He learned medical billing codes. He learned appeal processes. He found loopholes in the loopholes. He became obsessed with understanding the system that was destroying him. And here's the crazy part. It worked. He got $90,000 of his bills covered. It took 6 months of his life during cancer treatment, but he saved his house. He learned something most people never learn. Insurance companies bet that you'll give up. They count on your exhaustion. Tom was sitting in the hospital waiting room one day, between chemo sessions. He overheard a woman crying on the phone. She was telling someone about a $40,000 claim that got denied. Her voice was shaking. She was terrified. She had no idea what to do. Tom walked over. He was still bald from chemo, still weak. But he introduced himself and said, "I can help you with that. I just fought the same fight." She looked at him like he'd offered her a lifeline in the middle of drowning. Tom helped her for free. It took 3 weeks, phone calls, appeals, documentation. He got her claim approved, all $40,000. She cried when she called to tell him. Then she did something that changed Tom's life. She told her church group. Within a week, 5 more people called him. All cancer patients, all drowning in denied claims, all desperate for help. Tom realized something massive. There are millions of cancer patients in America who have no idea how to fight insurance companies. They just accept the denials and lose everything. Tom had spent 6 months becoming an expert in the one thing nobody wants to learn. But that expertise was worth something. It was worth everything to people who were losing their homes, their savings, their futures. He created the simplest website you've ever seen. 1 page. Cancer Medical Advocate. I fight your insurance denials. That was it. His offer was clear. $500 per case, plus 10% of whatever money he recovered for them. He posted the link in Facebook cancer support groups. Not spam, not pushy. Just, I'm a stage 3 cancer patient who learned how to beat insurance companies. If you need help, here's what I do. His inbox exploded. People were desperate. They weren't just fighting cancer. They were fighting financial ruin while sick, exhausted, and scared. Tom understood that fear because he'd lived it. First month, 12 clients. He recovered $340,000 for them combined. His cut, $38,000 in 1 month, while going through chemotherapy from his kitchen table. His wife looked at him and said something beautiful. You found your purpose in your diagnosis. Think about that. Cancer didn't just take from him. It gave him knowledge that could save others. Tom didn't overcomplicate it. His process was simple. Step 1. Client sends him all their denied claims and medical documents. Step 2. Tom reviews everything, finds the errors and loopholes. Step 3. He files appeals with specific medical billing codes and legal language. Step 4. He follows up relentlessly. He calls. He emails. He doesn't let them ignore him. Most insurance companies approve claims on the first or second appeal when someone knows what they're doing. They deny claims hoping people don't know how to fight back. Tom knew how to fight back. But here's what made Tom different. He actually cared. These weren't just clients to him. They were him 6 months ago. Scared, broke, desperate. He returned every call. He explained everything in plain English. He treated them like family because he knew exactly what they were going through. By year 1, Tom had helped over 200 families. He'd recovered millions of dollars in denied claims. His revenue? $600,000 at 65 years old, while still in cancer treatment. He hired 3 other cancer survivors as advocates, not random employees, cancer survivors, people who understood the fear, the exhaustion, the desperation, people who would fight like their own life depended on it, because they remembered when it did. Tom expanded beyond just insurance denials. He started helping with Medicare navigation, hospital bill negotiation, medical debt settlement, every aspect of the financial nightmare that comes with serious illness. Today, at 66 years old, Tom makes $50,000 per month. He's still in treatment, still fighting his own cancer. But he's also fighting for hundreds of other families. He speaks at hospitals now, teaching patients how to advocate for themselves, teaching them the billing codes, the appeal processes, the magic words that make insurance companies listen. Here's what Tom wants you to understand. Your worst moment can become your greatest asset. The thing that nearly destroys you can become the thing that saves others. Tom didn't choose to get cancer. He didn't choose to lose $90,000 fighting insurance companies. But he chose what to do with that knowledge. He could have been bitter. He could have just been grateful he saved his own house and moved on. But instead, he turned his pain into purpose. He turned his trauma into expertise. He turned his nightmare into other people's rescue plan. And here's the part that gets me. Tom says cancer gave him something to live for. Not just survive for, live for. He wakes up every day knowing he's going to save someone from the hell he went through. That's not just a business, that's a mission. You don't need a college degree to start a consulting business. You need expertise. And expertise doesn't always come from classrooms. Sometimes it comes from surviving something that almost killed you. Tom's business isn't built on marketing or sales funnels or fancy branding. It's built on one simple truth. He knows how to solve a problem that destroys families every single day. And people will pay for solutions to desperate problems. If you've been through hell and came out the other side with knowledge, that knowledge is valuable. Someone right now is going through what you survived. They need what you learned. They'll pay for what you know. What did you survive that taught you something valuable? What nightmare did you go through that gave you expertise? Medical bills, divorce, bankruptcy, addiction, losing a business, that experience you're ashamed of, that rock-bottom moment you don't talk about. That might be your business. That might be how you help people. That might be how you build something that matters. Tom turned stage 3 cancer into a $600,000 per year business that saves families from financial ruin. What can you turn your pain into? Drop your story in the comments. Someone needs to hear it.